Hello students, a very good day to you. In our last meeting, which was a virtual meeting, I had discussed question number 1 of the extract based questions, or rather assignment 1 of Merchant of Venice. So today I'm going to discuss 2 more questions that have been given to you as a part of your assignment. So please pay attention. But before I begin, I'll just go through the gist of Act 3, Scene 2. So this scene, my dear students, is the dramatic center of the play because it is the meeting point of the play where different stories, the casket story, the Bond story, the Lorenzo-Jessica love story, and the ring episode come together. The casket story reaches its climax with Bassanio making the right choice. The ring episode has its origin in this scene, as both Portia and Nerissa give rings to their respective husbands and ask them never to part with their tokens of love. Lorenzo and Jessica, after eloping from Venice, reach Belmont in this scene. The news of Antonio's losses and the danger of Shylock implementing his fatal bond is brought to Bassanio in this very scene. The scene also depicts the climax of courtship and the crisis of friendship. The casket's story comes to its climax when Bassanio selects the meager lead and finds Portia's portrait inside. Portia is overwhelmed with joy and gives away all that she owns as a token of their betrothal and places a ring on Bassanio's finger. With this climax appears the crisis of friendship. Salerio brings the news of Antonio's losses and his bankruptcy. This puts a very fearful obstacle in the way of fulfillment of the play's love story. Bassanio is torn by a conflict between his love towards his newly wedded wife and loyalty to his old friend Antonio. He shows his true love for Antonio when he forgoes the pleasures of his newly married bliss and goes to Venice to save Antonio. So, now I'm going to discuss question number 2 or assignment 2 of Merchant of Venice Act 3 Scene 2. Let music sound while he doth make his choice. So you can just look at the screen or open your workbooks, my dear students, and follow while I'm speaking. Then if he lose, he makes a swan-like end, fading in music that the comparison may stand more proper. My eye shall be the stream and watery deathbed for him. He may win what is music then, and then music is even as the flourish when true subjects bow to a new crowned monarch. Such it is are those dulcet sounds in break of day that creep into the dreaming bridegroom's ear and summon him to marriage. So, here Portia says that she orders her servants to let the music be played, be sounded, while Bassanio makes his choice. And then she says if he loses, he will have a swan-like end, just like the swan that sings while it is about to die. And fading music will accompany his end like that swan. And then she says that the comparison will stand more proper, in a better form, and my eyes will be like the stream and the watery death bed for him, just like the swan drowns in the river. So will Bassanio drown in the stream of my tears? But then she goes on to the other viewpoint and she says that he may win. There are chances of his winning also. So if he wins, then what is music then? Then what kind of music would be? What would music signify then? Then music is even as a flourishment true subject. Then the music would be just like the music. It will be such that is played on the ceremonial fanfare, which is customary or which is usual at the coronation of a monarch when a king is being crowned. The music that is played, that kind of music will be played then, and then the music will be interpreted in that manner if he wins. Such are those dulcet sound in break of day. And then she goes on to say that the music would be such that sweet sound at the beginning of the day, which sounds sweet to the ears of a bridegroom, and summon and call for his marriage. Now here an allusion to the old English custom of playing music under the windows of the bridegroom's bedroom on the morning of his marriage. So this is the explanation of the whole passage. Explain the meaning of he makes a swan-like end. Now here, children, this means that Bassanio, if he loses, he is going to face his end like that of a swan. Now the Elizabethans believed that the swan sings only once just before it dies. Then he goes on to say, what contemporary belief about swans is expressed in the extract? Now, the contemporary belief is that what I've just told you, that when a swan is about to, when he sings only when he's about to die. So, the music which is going to be played will be signifying Bassanio's end if he loses. Why does Portia order music to be played by Bassanio makes a choice for the caskets? Now, Portia orders music to be played while Bassanio makes the choice because she believes that there can be two things, there can be two ends to this act of Bassanio, act of choosing. Either he's going to lose or he'll win. So if he loses, he's going to face an end like that of a swan. To what does Portia compare the music should Bassanio choose correctly? Now, if he chooses correctly, then the music will be that which is played at the time of the coronation of a monarch or a king. When a king is being crowned, the music which is played will be played then. This is what she tells.